Boston, Massachusetts, Fenway Park, June 23rd, 1917, Saturday afternoon. Red Sox versus Senators. Ruth pitching for Red Sox. Young Ruth, 22 years old, still pitcher. Not yet. Slugger? Not yet. Legend, just talented. Pitcher with temper, big temper, uncontrollable temper, about to. Explode, about to. Punch umpire, in front of, everyone. Creating scandal, creating suspension, creating also, accidentally, baseball history, perfect game, sort of. Combined perfect, game, most unusual, perfect game. And ever recorded, because Ruth started it. By walking, first batter, then punching, umpire, then getting, ejected, then watching, Ernie Shore, retire 26, consecutive batters, perfect baseball, created by, imperfect violence. That story, that's paradox, that's Ruth, creating history, even when, creating chaos, starting now, first inning, where everything goes wrong, then somehow goes perfect. First inning, Ruth on mound, warming up, feeling good, arm strong, ready to pitch, great game, maybe. Is today could be special, not knowing how right he is. Through violence, through punch, through replacement, creating perfection. First batter, Ray Morgan. Senators leadoff, patient hitter, works counts. Ruth pitching, first pitch, outside, ball 1, second pitch, high, ball 2, third pitch, low, ball 3, 3 balls, no strikes. Ruth frustrated, must be, strike, must throw, strike now. Fourth pitch, hard, good pitch. Ruth thinking, should be, strike. Owens watching, outside, barely. Ball 4, Morgan trotting, 2 first. Walk, first batter. Walked, Ruth furious. Instantly furious. That was strike. His zone. Umpire wrong, walking toward. Owens, toward confrontation, toward violence. Home plate, umpire, Brick Owens. Veteran umpire, good umpire, fair umpire. Experienced umpire. Calling balls and strikes. As he sees them, honestly, fairly, professionally, not knowing what's coming, what Ruth about to do, what violence about to erupt, behind plate, right behind him. From pitcher, he's judging, whose pitches, he's calling, who's getting, angrier with each, ball called, each pitch, outside zone, each frustration, building. Ruth getting, sign, for fourth, pitch, must be, strike, must be, good pitch, can't walk, first batter, can't start. Game, like that. Winding up, throwing, hard, good pitch. Ruth thinking, good location, Ruth believing, should be, strike. Owens watching, pitch arriving, outside, barely, but outside. Arm extending. Though ball 4, Morgan dropping, bat, trotting to, first base, walk, first batter, walked. Ruth standing, on mound, disbelieving, furious, instantly furious, completely furious. That wasn't ball, that was strike. Close strike, borderline strike, but strike. His zone, his game. Umpire wrong, completely wrong, must tell, him, must explain, must make him understand. Walking toward home plate, toward Owens, toward confrontation, toward violence, toward end of his day, of his game, of his perfection that never was. Ruth approaching, Owens, fast, angry, yelling. That was strike, strike, you're blind. Owens turning, facing Ruth, calm, professional, used to, pitchers complaining, used to, arguments, used to, Ruth. It was outside, ball 4, get back, to mound. Ruth not, backing down, not accepting, not stopping. You're squeezing me, first batter, first at-bat, already squeezing. Owens warning, watch yourself. Ruth, get back, on mound, play ball. Ruth closer. Too close, invading space, breaking rules, getting dangerous. If you throw me, out, I'll punch, you in, the jaw. Words hanging, in air, threat, clear threat, specific threat. Violence promised, Everyone hearing, catcher hearing, Morgan hearing, fans near, dugout hearing, Owens hearing, very clearly, hearing, understanding, processing what Ruth just said, what Ruth just threatened, what Ruth must face. Consequences for, now, immediately, no choice, no option, no way to ignore. Threat like that. You're out! Get off field! Now! Owens pointing to dugout, to clubhouse, to exit, ejecting Ruth, first inning, first batter, 0 outs, recorded, ejected, for threatening, umpire, for promising, violence, for being, Ruth, uncontrolled, dangerous, Ruth standing, there, ejected words, sinking in, anger rising, higher, boiling, overflowing, he warned, him, he told, him, what would happen, and Owens did it, anyway, threw him, out for warning, him for being honest. About intentions, about what comes next, what comes right now. Ruth's arm moving, fast, sudden, explosive, fist clenched, swinging toward Owens, behind ear, behind left, ear, where Owens, not looking, not seeing, not expecting, even after, threat, even after, words, not expecting. Ruth actually, do it, actually punch, actually assault, umpire, but Ruth does it, fist connecting, behind Owens, ear, solid hit, real punch, hard punch, Owens stumbling, forward, hands going, to ear, to head. It is shocked, hurt, disbelieving. Ruth just punched him, actually punched him, behind ear, during game, in front of everyone. Assault, clear assault, criminal assault, not just. Ejection now, legal now, police now, prison possibly now. Crowd gasping, collective gasp, everyone seeing, everyone witnessing, everyone understanding. Ruth crossed, line, big line, unforgivable line, assault line. Players from both dugouts running onto field, Red Sox grabbing Ruth, pulling him away from Owens. From more, violence, from worse, consequences, Senators players, checking Owens, supporting him, making sure he's okay, that Ruth didn't seriously hurt him, police officers, stadium security, running from stands, from posts, toward commotion, toward Ruth, toward arrest, possibly toward removing. Ruth from field, from stadium, from freedom, maybe 2 officers reaching Ruth, Red Sox, players stepping back, letting officers take him. You're coming with us now. Ruth not fighting, one not resisting, knowing he's done. Cross line, too far, can't uncross, can't undo, can't fix, just accept. Walk away, face consequences, later, huge consequences, coming, definitely coming. Officers each taking arm, escorting Ruth, off field, through dugout, into tunnel, toward clubhouse, toward whatever comes next. Legal action, league action, team action, all action, coming. Ruth walking between officers, head down, finally realizing what he did, what he just did, in front of thousands, in front of teammates, in front of baseball, punched umpire, behind ear, after threatening to do exactly that. Cannot claim, accident, cannot claim, heat of, moment, cannot claim, anything except truth. Promise to punch, then punched. Simple, clear, indefensible. Walking into tunnel, disappearing, from view, from field, from game, that continues without him, that creates history without him, that becomes perfect without him because of him, paradoxically, impossibly. Perfectly, field returning to play, slowly, Owens recovering, ear ringing, head hurting, but functional, but professional. Game must continue. Morgan still, on first, from walk, 0 outs, first inning, need pitcher, Red Sox, need pitcher, Ruth gone, ejected, arrested, removed, manager calling for relief, pitcher, Ernie Shore, warming up, quickly, not ready, not prepared, came to, Park today, not expecting. To pitch, just back up, just available, if needed, late innings, maybe, not first. Inning, not immediately, not replacing. Ruth, who punched, umpire, who created this situation, this chaos, this opportunity, for sure, to pitch, to make, history, to create, perfection, starting now, starting with. Morgan on first, starting with, disadvantage, starting with. Inherited runner that shouldn't even exist. Because that walk, that controversial walk, that punch-causing walk, might not have been, walk, might have, been strike, if different. Umpire, different zone. In different moment, different Ruth, not punching, anyone. Shore ready, taking mound, ball, from manager, warm-up pitches, 8 pitches, allowed, taking them all, getting loose, getting ready, getting focused, on task, on batter, on runner, on everything, inherited from Ruth, from chaos, from violence, making something good from something bad, making perfection from assault, making history from disgrace, starting now, first pitch to first, batter with Morgan on first. Leadoff walked by Ruth, who's gone, who's arrested, who's watching, maybe, from somewhere. What happens? Next, Shore delivering, first pitch, strike, good pitch, good start. Morgan taking, lead, from first, big lead, testing, Shore, testing catcher, testing attention, Shore watching, from mound, catcher watching, behind plate, Morgan taking, bigger lead, too big, maybe, Shore stepping, off rubber, throwing two, first, pickoff attempt, first baseman, catching, diving tag, Morgan diving, back, safe, close. Very close, Shore getting, ball back, Morgan cautious, now, not taking, big lead, Shore pitching, to second, batter, strike one, strike two, Morgan running, stealing second, catcher throwing, good throw, shortstop catching, applying tag. Umpire, out, Morgan caught, stealing, runner erased, Shore inheriting, Morgan now removing, Morgan, clean slate, fresh start, nobody on, nobody out. Wait, one out, Morgan out, caught stealing. So, one out. Clean bases, Shore pitching, to second, batter. All clean. 3 pitches, later, out, second batter, out, third batter, approaching, 3 pitches, out, 3 outs, inning over, Shore walking, to dugout, 1 inning, complete. No hits, no walks, no runners. Except Morgan, who's gone, caught stealing, erased, like never, happened, like Shore. Started inning, clean, like perfection, possible, starting now. Second inning, Shore pitching, first batter, ground out, second batter, fly out, third batter, strikeout. 3 outs, no hits. Perfection continuing. 3rd inning, 4th inning, 5th inning, 6th inning. Same pattern. 3 batters, 3 outs. Each inning, cleaner, Shore finding, rhythm, finding zone, finding perfection. Teammates noticing, fans noticing, Shore pitching, perfect game, combined perfect, game, after Ruth's, punch, after chaos, finding order. 18 batters, 18 outs, after Morgan, 9 more, needed. 7th inning, first batter, ground out, second batter, pop out, third batter, strikeout. 21 outs, 6 more, needed. 8th inning, pressure building, everyone silent, first batter, fly out, second batter, ground out, third batter, weak grounder, 24 outs, 3 more, needed, 1 inning from perfection, 9th inning, Shore walking, to mound, slowly, deliberately, understanding, moment, understanding, history, understanding. What 3 more outs mean, what perfection means, what replacing. Ruth, creating this means all of it, coming together right now. 9th inning, 3 outs, away. From perfection, from history, from legend, first batter, 9th inning, approaching plate, crowd standing, everyone standing, watching, waiting, hoping, Shore pitching. First pitch, strike, second pitch, ball, third pitch, foul, fourth pitch, ground out, first baseman to Shore, covering, out, 25 outs, 25 consecutive, 2 more, needed, 2 outs, from perfection, second batter, 9th inning, last chance, for Senators, last hope, for hit, for runner, for anything, Shore pitching, carefully, precisely, perfectly, first pitch, ball, outside, careful, too careful, second pitch, strike, good pitch, better pitch, third pitch, strike, swinging, 2 strikes, fourth pitch, curveball, swinging, strike 3, out, 26 outs, 26 consecutive, batters retired, 1 more, needed, 1 out, from history, from perfection, from impossible, perfect game, created by Ruth's punch, by Ruth's ejection, by Ruth's violence, old creating Shores, perfection, final batter, approaching plate, last out, needed, Shore on, mound, ball in, hand, history in, balance, perfection in, reach, 1 out, away, winding up, throwing, first pitch, strike, good start, second pitch, ball, outside, careful, third pitch, strike, 2 strikes, 1 strike, away, 1 pitch, from perfection, Shore winding, up, final pitch, maybe, final out, maybe, final moment, of perfection, throwing, batter swinging, missing, strike 3, out, game over. Yes, perfection, complete. Shore did. It, 26, consecutive, batters, retired, after Morgan, after inherited, runner, after caught, stealing, after erased, perfect game, combined perfect, game, Shore plus. Ruth, sort of, Ruth's walk, Ruth's punch, Ruth's ejection, Shore's perfection, all together, creating history, creating legend, creating impossible, story, about violence, creating perfection, about assault, creating beauty, about Ruth, creating, even when, destroying, even when, punching umpires, even when, getting arrested, creating, history, somehow, always, impossibly, teammates rushing, mound, surrounding Shore, celebrating, hugging, congratulating, perfect game, combined perfect, game, historic game, Shore smiling, humble, grateful, knowing he didn't. Start it, inherited situation from Ruth, from chaos, made something beautiful, made perfection from violence, made history from disaster. That's baseball. Sometimes. Strange baseball, beautiful baseball. The impossible baseball. Crowd cheering, standing ovation, for Shore, for perfection, for history, witnessed, everyone knowing, they saw, something special, something rare, something that started with punch, ended with perfection, started with Ruth's violence, ended with Shore's beauty, baseball in, 1 game, in 1 afternoon, in 1 impossible story, Shore leaving, field, to applause, to congratulations, to history, Ruth somewhere, in clubhouse, in custody, in trouble, missing it, missing history he created, missing perfection, his violence, made possible. That's Ruth, creating even, when destroying, making history, even when, making trouble, being Ruth, even when, being wrong, forever Ruth, impossible Ruth, violent Ruth, history-making Ruth, all same, person, all same, day. June 23rd, 1917, Fenway Park, where Ruth punched umpire, got ejected, got arrested, created perfect, game, somehow, impossibly, perfectly. Next day, league office, Babe Ruth, suspended, 10 games. Fined $100 for assaulting umpire, Ruth accepting, paying fine, apologizing, sort of. Shouldn't have, hit him, but that. Fourth pitch was strike. Not quite. Apology, more Ruth, being Ruth. Newspapers covering both stories, Ruth's punch, Shore's perfection, together. Ruth punches UMP, Shore throws perfect game. Impossible headline, impossible story, but true, combined perfect. Game, later reclassified to no-hitter, because Morgan reached base, on walk, but still. Historic, still impossible. Story, about Ruth, creating history through violence. Years later, Shore interviewed about that. Game about that. Perfect game about replacing. Ruth after punch. I was in bullpen, warming up, saw Ruth, arguing, saw him, punch Owens, saw police, take him away, then coach says, "Shore, you're in." I wasn't. Ready, wasn't prepared, just threw. Best I could. Morgan on first, from walk, worried about him. First pitch, he ran, got caught, stealing after that. No, clean slate, just pitched. My game, didn't think about perfection, just outs. One at time, after game, everyone talking, perfect game, combined perfect game. Because Ruth started it. I finished it, strange way, to make history, replacing guy, who punched, umpire. But that's how it happened. That's baseball. Strange baseball, beautiful baseball, that day. Brick Owens, also remembering, years later. Ruth hit me hard, behind ear, rang for, days, I wanted. Him arrested, wanted charges. Pressed, but league, handled it. Suspension, fine, that's it. Should have been. More, but that's Ruth, gets away. With everything, even assault, even me. But also, because Ruth got ejected. Shore came in through perfect game, sort of. So Ruth's violence created beauty, created perfection, created history. That's complicated, that's baseball, that's Ruth making history, even when making trouble, especially when making trouble forever Ruth. Story becoming, legend, perfect game. That wasn't perfect game. Started by Ruth's walk, Ruth's punch, Ruth's ejection, finished by Shore's perfection, combined history, combined legend, combined impossibility. Ruth creating, even when destroying, Shore perfecting, even when inheriting chaos. Both true, both same, game, same day, same impossible, story about violence, creating beauty, assault creating perfection, Ruth creating history by being, Ruth uncontrolled, dangerous, violent, but also somehow creating. Yeah, and opportunities for others, for Shore, for perfection, for history. That lasts forever, beyond Ruth's punch, beyond Shore's perfection, beyond everything. Except story, impossible story, true story, about day, Babe Ruth, punched umpire, got arrested, created perfect, game, by leaving, by being, removed, by making, space, for Shore, to make, history, to make, perfection, to make, something beautiful, from something, terrible. That's baseball, that's Ruth, that's June, 23rd of September, 1917, Fenway Park. Forever, remembered, impossibly, perfectly, violently, beautifully. If this story of violence creating perfection fascinates you, please subscribe for more impossible true moments from baseball history. And comment. What's the most unexpected thing that came from a bad situation in your life?